Welcome back to Talk of the Town, and with me right now is a very familiar face to the people who watch WBBZ, John DeShulo, who is our host of Bragging Rights and wears many other hats on the station.
Well, with the team effort, Phil, this is what we do here. We're all together, and we're here on Talk of the Town, and here to talk about so many great things that are happening on this television station, your television station, and happy 5th anniversary.
This 5 years since we've been on the air here at what started out as WNGS-TV.
Wings, so with Wingfest, how appropriate, WNGS.
And for the last 4 years, we've been WBBZ.
Buffalo's Buzz.
And had MeTV as our network affiliate.
Well, your hometown MeTV station, and one of the best things I think, Phil, that you were able to accomplish as you moved forward into your origins with the station, not only the team that you put together, but securing the cable position of Channel 5, so you're in the hunt with the legacy stations, and the call letters, to create something that was rolling off the lips and something that people would recall rather easily.
Well, one of the things I wanted to do, I started out in Buffalo working for WKBW Radio and working at Channel 7, and then when I went over to Channel 2, I worked at Channel 2 a little bit. I worked at Channel 29. I worked at Channel 4.
You've been everywhere. Phil, what haven't you done?
In Western New York, I've been there in broadcasting. And I started out when broadcasting was a service to the community. It became something that connected with the people. I learned from people who actually migrated over from newspapers when newspapers were the source of information, and they kept you informed about what was going on in the community, and they gave you the types of information that you needed to get by in the community. There was a certain journalistic integrity that came with broadcasting, a certain standard that you had to live up to. The industry has kind of evolved, and I'm not going to say totally negative direction that it went in, but the corporate structure has kind of taken over television stations. Large out-of-state corporations, big companies have instituted a formula that has basically taken local out of broadcasting. And that's kind of a shame, because what it used to be much more intimate. It used to be much more.
I don't disagree. In fact, you and I both worked for those big corporate entities, and may I also say that devices like these and the internet and the digital technology has also changed dramatically how things are ingested, how the consumer takes their media, their news, and their information, and so we have to be on top of that as well. But with the community connection, and I think what you've done effectively here is create with the hometown brand programs like this, programs like Bragging Rights, programs like What's the Buzz in Western New York, and of course our football show, where you connect with the community, and the studio audience and the availability of having 100 people come into our facility here at the Eastern Hills Mall really adds to that dynamic. It's old school, but it's new school because it's not being done.
Well, I put the station in a shopping mall because I wanted it to be people friendly. I wanted it to be a place where you could come and take part in a television program, sit down, be part of the audience. I wanted you to have plenty of parking. I wanted you to be able to maybe, get up off your couch, have an easy decision to come do a little shopping, maybe have some dinner and take part in the show.
Or as we used to say, get off your best intentions.
And so, that kind of experience, it makes it an easy decision to take part.
Well, one of the pieces of that puzzle, we're going to be launching soon a Bragging Rights Healthy Zone edition. And it's going to include people from all over Western New York, school children, who are going to participate. And of course, the fact that you can come here to the station makes it an even easier task, so that we're going to have that dynamic, and that'll be coming up in October.
That's going to be fun. Yeah. That's going to be fun. And that's a lot of what we want to do here is make it a fun experience, not just for the people who come into the station, but for the people who watch, because that translates into success. Success for the station, success for our advertisers, and success for the people in Western New York to have a TV station that can be here for them, that can connect and serve them.
And going out into the public, you know, what we did effectively, I think, at the fair was record a lot of bragging rights episodes there, and we created Fair Week so that we were there at Slade Park, connecting with the community, and then, of course, having the footprint for the football toss and some of the other activities, and not only at the fair, but at the Taste of Buffalo Canal Fest Parade, and you know, you'll see some of these images coming up. But all of these pieces help build the equity of touching the viewer. You know, as I like to say, we're campaigning for your viewing vote. So every time you see our logo, every time you see us in the community, and I say us because it's everybody here at the station, whether you're on the air or off the air, you represent who we are and what we're all about.
And let's not forget me. I mean, MeTV.
Yes. Yeah. Well, who could forget you, Phil?
Our great programs, Hogan's Heroes and Perry Mason and MASH, and you know the programs that are the backdrop that make this station watchable 24 hours a day. You can always tune into the station and see that we have something to offer that's comfortable to watch. You don't have to be embarrassed to sit down and watch this programming with your children. It's good storytelling, good writing, something that is a throwback, as I said before, to broadcasting the way it used to be. It connects with the finer talents that you know people expect to see, you know, in broadcasting. You know, the good storytelling.
Well, it's a comfort level. You know, somebody had described to me that, you know, watching the station is somewhat like comfort food. You know, you go back, and for a younger audience that may not be familiar with watching the shows as maybe you and I have when they were in their network original run, Superman, Batman, they're so retro and they're so colorful and cliched that people are gravitating toward them. And MeTV Network, and by the way, I don't know if anybody out there knows, maybe this is too inside baseball, but we don't program the MeTV network. We carry the MeTV network. So the decisions that they make to maybe move a show around can sometimes, you know, juggle up our schedule a little bit because we have our local programs that we also insert. The MeTV network is a 24-hour service. And I think it's the premier classic television network. So you get the very best of that genre in there. And, you know, certainly with what we're seeing now this fall, you know, Hogan's Heroes back at 10 o'clock and, you know, those classics that we run and a staple of the station, MASH and Perry Mason at 11:30.
And we're arguably the most successful MeTV affiliate in the nation. And that's thanks to the viewers out there that make us the most watched station on carrying MeTV programming, yeah. And we have to thank you. I mean, you've given us tremendous growth. We are the fastest growing station in Western New York. The feedback that we get from people when we are out there at functions, it's humbling, the people that come up to us and say how much they watch the station. We
should also congratulate Phil. He's going into the Buffalo Broadcasters Hall of Fame September 24th for the efforts that you've put forth, the television stations that you mentioned before, and of course, you know, sticking your neck out and taking a chance to put this television station on the air. So we congratulate you, and that's coming up September 24th at the WNED studios. The Buffalo Broadcasters Association is sponsoring that and hosting it, so congratulations.
Well, I believe in Western New York. I believe that Western New York will embrace this station as they have, and it'll continue to grow. You know, we need your support. We need people like you viewers to tell your friends and neighbors, because we're still growing. And believe it or not, there are still people out there who haven't discovered the station yet, because relatively speaking, we're the new kids on the block.
We're going to be the new kids on the block, I think, for a while. One of the things that I think we should also mention is that we have a Facebook presence. We have a social media presence. We can show the Facebook page, because this is where we interact with people on a day-to-day basis with pictures, the people that are on our game show, the shows that are coming up on our Twitter site. We also connect, and we were looking for followers all the time for people to engage with us. We should mention, Phil, before we wrap, and I know they're giving me the wrap because there isn't anybody who likes to be on TV more than I do, but you've got upcoming a polka show, Polka Buzz. So everything old is new again, a dance party show with polka music. Stay tuned for where we're going to record it and where it's going to air here on the station.
Plenty of good things coming up.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, congratulations, Phil, again to you.
Thank you.
I guess we'll be back with more Talk of the Town right after this.
Right
But
after
take a look at our website also that Joe Malucci put together, WBBZ.TV, another way that we are connecting with you, our hometown MeTV fans.